copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Former pole sitter, but his best finish here was 5th back in 1996.
And caution flag again. Wow, heavy contact up in turn 2.
And that's exactly where Richard Petty, the king, during one of the early Winston Cup events here, got involved in the tire barrier up there after a throttle hung. We'll see if we can see what happened to this driver.
We just hung the thing off in the dirt, got that right rear. Doug McCown, the fireman, and he spins up into that wall. We cannot see the impact because of the bridge. So he'll be running the Remax Challenge race on Saturday. There we see a car spun down on the inside as Lusk goes by.
Looked like R.K. Smith, a 66 car out of Rancho Santa Fe, California. And R.K. will indeed get the car fired. Now, here's what's happening at Sears Point. Moments ago, watch this exchange.
Jim Engelbrandt, the yellow car, the jelly belly car on the inside of the leader. Brian Gimoni, the blue 02, takes the lead. And Kurt Busch tried his best to get that grip off turn 11 and get position. Could not do it. Gimoni would hang on to that second spot.
Now, Billington moments ago talking about the 58-year-old road racing veteran. Well, he did an about face, and as Kyle Petty told you earlier, that's at turn 7. Anytime you don't hit anything, you get off the course, it's not a bad wreck here. All right, and how about the young Matt Crafton having his troubles? He is the second-generation driver. His dad, Danny Crafton, an 11-year competitor. And, Bill, what's the problem with this young man?
They're telling us it's an engine problem, Jerry. They just gave us the sign that the engine's dead, so not a good sign for the 46 car. And Crafton will try and limp it back here, and they'll see if they can do anything. But they just told the crew they don't believe he's going to make it back here on his own, and you can see he's obviously got some problems.
Well, that could be a huge loss, Benny, in the points. He was 4th in the standings, just a point out of 3rd place.
Yes, anytime you have trouble and fall out early like Matt Crafton looks like he's going to, that's bad. We see the 74 Scott Busby off the track. Oh, he's back on the track over the rumble strip.
On the inside for position. That's on Germoni. No, now he will get a move made on the outside.
Oh, and some contact between the 31 and 99. Looks like the 99 cut just a little too quick, didn't he, Kyle?
Yeah, the 99 cut in a little bit too quick, and the 31 already had his troubles by running in the back of the Germoni car. And when he did that, he had to check up, so he set himself up. But he just, a little bit of frustration there, I think, on
Shunt here down in turn 11.
Never see Reback. He's trying to get on the inside of Gimoni, so Person says, I think I'll just go to the outside. But he just turns in immediately like the 31 car was not even there.
Yeah, he turned in too quick, but this is what I like. The 31's like, 99 says, you spun me, I'm going to block you. You're not going anywhere either. And he rolls back up in front of him.
All right, from Mark Reed's roof camera. Mark says, okay, I'll be the big benefactor here. You guys go ahead and wreck. I'll gain 2 spots. Now from high above in the Outlaw copter cam. So he is making his way to the front in a hurry as the car number 12 slides off.
Rick Allison
out of Mesa, Washington, the Roadrunner tow sponsorship, and he might need a tow. Get away from the tires. No, he's going to try to back it off those tires. And once again.
Bring them in slow. Be careful.
R.K. Smith, look at the left front wheel. The ball joint is broken, the A-frame is broken, something.
The 66 car is the white car in your screen, and he'll be coming at you there in turn 11. Oh, up over the back and side of another car.
Wow.
Huge impact right there.
Hey, on lap number 23, but our third place car has another car off the racetrack. That is Carson Woods out of Yucca Valley, California.
His very first road course race. Very young man off the track, Ray Dunlap.
Benny, Kurt Busch is in here for tires right now, but it was not their planned strategy. He had a flat tire just as they went to the restart. They're going to put right side tires on car number 70. Fuel is in right now. Hopefully it was the right side tire that's the problem, but the yellow flag has just come out right now as car number 39 has made a pretty significant contact. So the full course yellow comes out while Kurt Busch is now going to have 4 fresh tires and be at the end into the field, so this may play to his advantage.
All right, they're trying to watch the leaders. That crew now trying to get Kurt Busch out with 4 tires. Remember, he's the point leader, and he is down and away as the second full course yellow comes out.
Out of the corner, it's like they just run out of room. They get together. He spins back across the racetrack, and watch the barrier right here. As he hits, it just moves that barrier to the inside. A tremendous hit. I think those guys that do skateboarding, they probably hit a little bit harder than that during the X Games, but that's a pretty hard hit.
Laps here at 75 seconds. It takes you 30 seconds to change tires, another 35 or so seconds because of the speed on pit road, so it's very, very close. When you come in, you have to be toward the front of the field not to lose a lap.
That was Steve Anderson. Saw the red car that spun.
Hearing there may have been some contact. The 04 car of Mark Reed was very close. Bakersfield, California driver. Mark.
Another thing on the pit stop.
Never see Reed, the yellow and black car, goes in the corner. And yes, I would say that he got tapped. And as a matter of fact, an accordion effect, all 3 of those cars making contact.
Benny Parsons just moments ago.
Yes, Nick Gionitis in the 10 car gets in the corner a little bit too. I'm sorry, I thought that. There he is. I thought that's who he was. Yes, the 10 car got in the corner a little bit too strong, and around he goes. And look at all those cars. Engelbrandt just barely goes by. Kenny Shepard, another incident down in turn 11 as we see the 26 car of Mike Bright get together with, I think that was the 6 car of John Young.
Boy, brakes, bumpers, and barricades, and here is Tommy Hubert back in the...
There was a scheduled pit stop for Damon Ross, the leader of the race, when we went to break in car number 40. They decided to put only left side tires on, which is kind of a strange strategy. If you're going to come in under green, most of these guys will take on 4 tires, but it did save them a bit of time down here, so it may be something that works out late.
You know, you see these guys, they run off the racetrack, they throw all these gravel back on. You run over it with a bias ply, chances are, or if you run off, you're going to puncture a tire, and that's what's happening right now.
Well, that was the 5th place car of Rocky Nash, who is the sales manager at Rick Hendrick Honda out in Corona and loves to drive on a road course, and probably got a little, I think he might have had a little help from behind up there going up the hill. He was running in 5th place a moment ago. There's a look at the close-up look at.
Oh, yes, he got a little bit of help. Looks like that might have been, it's hard to say. Oh, head on in those tires. Ooh, that's nasty. And Rudy Reedback is off the course, and look at the damage to the right front of his car. Looks like I know the right front tire is flat, but look. Oh, and once again, Nick Gionitis has some trouble with the 10 car. I guess this is the entrance to the pits down at Gilligan's Island.
And Brian Germoni also off the pace, Bill.
Jerry, we couldn't see it from here, but it looked like the right front was flat as he went down pit road. They're talking about putting on right front tires, so he'll be coming down pit road. Now the 17 is spun off the course. So heartbreak for Germoni. We showed you his left front, and now obviously they're going to have to come in and change right side tires.
Even though they're not leaders.
Yeah, that's Nick Gionitis out of Woodland Hills, California.
And once again, wow, we see him 4 abreast off the corner. Good gracious alive. And there we see Gionitis gets tagged from the rear, and he spins right into the entrance to pit road. All the sheet metal fiberglass is off the right side. But you're right, Kyle. They had to do something there.
Looked like the lanes at the toll bridge down here at the bay. Okay, now here's what happened to the Lamore car, 17 car up in turn 2.
He comes around into turn 2 there, and it looks like he just gets on the gas real hard, and it just lights him up. And that's the place the car gets really loose. Spins to the inside. He's really out of the way.
Up the hill, right-hand turn 2. The 20-year-old is the leader, Kurt Busch.
As Mark Reed in second spot, the yellow and black car. That's a car that we did not check as a possible winner of this. Oh, the 6th Eric Holmes gets off course, but gets the car back on the racetrack. And I tell you what, these bias flat tires are always a problem.
A great Busch is stretching on him right now.
There's the car number 5 of Chris Hart, Benny, the 6th place car.
Yeah, and he's closing in on the 9 car, Kenny Shepard. Up the hill and right in front of the leaders. Looks like Rick Allison, maybe. Yes, Rick Allison spun, but he gets the car righted, thank goodness. And he says, let me get down here out of the way. Good deal.
That was incredible. The 12 car was spinning, and the 70 car.
One of Steve Petty. The Team Farb Taurus. He gets a little airborne there with the right side across.
Oh, John Baker on his roof.
And looks like maybe the 31 car is the other one, Rudy Revac. As the safety crews are there immediately, Baker in the 18 car, the Revac car, what's left of Revac's car, getting refired. There's Revac. Down at the S is a very fast part of the course. Speed.
Yeah, there's John. He crawled out of that thing.
And that is good for the 5th time today. Here again.
And there we see him getting in the tire barrier. And wow. Pretty violent stuff.
Yeah, it was a violent flip. It flipped really quick. Once it got up on the tires and got a little airborne, it flipped really, really quick, rolled really quick.
So Kurt Busch gets that great start. 2 more laps. Is fuel going to be a problem for Kurt Busch? With all the caution flags, I would doubt it. And we see Tommy Hubert is not able to make a charge. A battle for 3rd spot right now is Steve Petty is trying to get on the inside of Mark Reed. Can't quite make it.
Yeah, Kurt Busch got a great start, but at the same time, he got a great start. 2 or 3 other cars got a great start, but they just couldn't get around Tommy Hubert up the hill. He boxed them all in at the top of the hill with that sticking in 3rd gear thing, and it's just kind of penalized him.
And now Hubert is having a problem.
Yeah, he is backed off big time. We saw that right rear tire wobbling, and there he is almost off the course. Up in turn 7, there goes Damon Lust by. And we are being told by the crew it is indeed the right rear tire, and once again the Gremlins will bite Tommy Hubert at Sears Point. There's his crew, the QRC Recreation crew for Hubert. Robert Carroll on machine, now backsliding in the field. There's the leader, Kurt Busch, 20 years of age. Does he have enough fuel to make it 2 more laps?
1 more lap coming down for the white flag. This time, there's Mark Reed, the 2nd place car. Steve Petty is in 3rd.
1.94 miles from the checkered flag for Kurt Busch, who finished 3rd here a year ago when he won Rookie of the Year honors in the NASCAR Featherlite Southwest Series. 2.5 second separation back to the 2nd place car, the 04 of Mark Reed. And behind him, the 01 of Steve Petty.
And Kyle, the last time by, Kurt Busch still ran an average speed of 91.5 miles per hour. 40 laps after he stopped and changed tires.
Yeah, 40 laps after he changed tires. This car has been incredibly consistent, and he's given it a great drive all day long. He's done exactly what he had to do. He saved the tires. He conserved everything. And when it came time to go, he dropped the hammer on it and let it go. And just because the white flag's out, he's not checked up yet. He's still hammering along.
Remember, there have been 9 different winners in 9 races in 1999, and there's the crew. Craig Q up on top of the pit box, waving to his young driver. Will he become the first repeat winner in 1999? The 20-year-old former Rookie of the Year comes out and will take the checkered flag. And Kurt Busch becomes the first driver to win more than once in this Featherlite Southwest Series season. The 04 of Mark Reed finishing in 2nd spot. Looks like possibly Kenny Shepard made the shuffle by to finish 3rd. Yes, Shepard will be shown in 3rd spot. The 5 car being shown in 4th. That is Chris Hart with the 02 coming home in 5th position, flying Brian Germoni. But the celebration tonight will be in Las Vegas, Nevada, as 20-year-old Kurt Busch has taken the Star Nursery Mac Tools Chevrolet Monte Carlo to the win.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.